Hey guys, what's up? I want to make a video or I'll make a recording really quickly. Uh, Newcomers, new subscribers, all right? And maybe even my old subscribers who maybe don't really haven't really understood the point of my channel. Which there's some pretty smart guys, some smart cookies in my audience, so I think they understand the things I talk about. Lately, I've been focusing on the dog culture aspect of the world right now because it's worldwide, and there's a very, very good reason for it. But my channel isn't about that. It's more about the esoteric, metaphysical, spiritual aspects of reality. So this recording is intended for newcomers, all right? Because there's a lot of them that are kind of coming in from the dog critic channels, right? I'm not going to name any names, but welcome. And I just wanted to go over something really quick, and this is about letting go of your precepts, which is the kind of predefined, let's say, the predefined vision of what you believe reality is, of what the world is. And this dog culture has a very little to do with it because the dog culture, the dog cult, is just, let's say, it's just an artifact of the mind about of what human beings do. And like I said, the things I say, I'll be speaking in tongues. I've talked about this many times where when somebody hears what I say, they kind of hear what they want. They hear what they want to hear based on their own perceptions, their precepts, their, like I said, their kind of established way of thinking. Where then that's why I'm saying you have to let go of your precepts, especially when it comes to this dog culture thing. It's not about the dogs specifically. This is about human nature because this is a people problem. The dogs have a lot to do with it, but this is a people problem. And guys like IHD will talk up and down all day about eliminating all dogs, right? But the dog thing isn't a problem. If it wasn't the dogs, it would be something else entirely because that's just human nature. Like the pet hoarding, the cat hoarding, the animal hoarding, the dog hoarding. Like these are deeper spiritual issues that need to be addressed, and a lot of it has to do with the trauma from our parents. And that's the main point of my channel, is to get y'all to realize that you're being controlled by spirits, the spirits of your mother, especially your mother, but the spirits of the adults around you as you grew up. So you grew up being a people pleaser because that's what children do. They want to impress their parents, right? And anybody who's dabbling in this dog culture business, it's very, very prevalent in the dog culture, and that's why I've been kind of hyper focusing on it. I really, truly don't want my channel to be an anti-dog channel, but this dog thing has been the perfect example of the things I talk about, which is amazing to me. And that's why I've kind of not latched onto it, but that's why I keep bringing it up, because I've heard so many stories, I've read so many articles, I've seen so many news stories where twisted parents favor their dogs over their children. And one of my subscribers told me about a horrible story that where, and this is anecdotal, right? So take it with a grain of salt. But he is, in essence, he described. Hold on, let me pull up the story real quick. I'll pause it. Okay, it seems that he may have deleted his post on my channel, but that's fine. It's his business. But to get the too long didn't read version, I guess I'm gonna try to remember what he said. But he basically said, I think it was about how he knows a couple who owns dogs, and they also have children, and they're in essence they're on welfare. I think. God, I'm probably misremembering, but basically talking about how they feed the dogs like good food. Let's just say good food, because I don't, like I said, I don't remember the specifics. I can't find the comment, but this is a reoccurring trope in the dog culture, is to favor their dogs over their children. And in this case, I believe the couple was on welfare, and they were spending their welfare bucks on good food, quote unquote, for the dogs, feeding the dogs very well, and kind of like, just to put it simply, like the crumbs, the leftovers for the children, or something to that effect. But this is a reoccurring theme, There's another video that I saw on Animal Uncontrol where they were bringing up, I don't remember what country it was. It wasn't in the United States, but there's a guy who runs a YouTube channel and he gets like thousands of views over this, where I believe he owns bully breeds. I don't remember which breeds, but he would like cook up steak and cook up really, really good food. He's like a chef. He would cook up really, really good food and feed it to his dogs and make and like post videos about it. He'd get, thousands of views over this. And this is like a common theme where these dog worshippers, put dogs before humanity. And I want to hyper focus on that when it comes to dog culture, because eliminating dogs isn't going to do anything. And a lot of you dog critics don't understand this, because the dog thing isn't the point. For instance, when I speak about like the truthers, I've talked about truthers before. Matt McKinley brings this up all the time, where truthers like to argue about semantics. They like to argue about the details of, let's say, what a Mandela effect really is, or what a synchronicity is, or if politics is fake or not, and blah blah blah. It's like just separating ourselves into animal farms. Like the pigs are over here, the cows are over here, the chickens are over here, sheeps are over here, Napoleon sheeps are over here. Just repeating their slogans like the sheep they are, or whatever. And you got Napoleon's guard dogs over here who are the gatekeepers, right, or attempting to be the gatekeepers. And you can go fuck yourself if you think you're a gatekeeper. Like truly go fuck yourself if you think you're some kind of gatekeeper for any of these, either whether it be the truthers or the dog culture. Okay, because I'm gonna talk to whoever I want. I'm gonna talk about whatever I want. I'm gonna fraternize with whoever I want. But that's besides the point. You got a lot of people, a lot of truthers, whether it be dog critics or the truthers, quote unquote, which is the more conspiracy-oriented people that I talk to. And like I said, I'll talk to anybody about anything, but my channel is mainly focused on the esoteric and the spiritual and the metaphysical of what this reality is. I like to talk about the reality, because what's on the outside is what's on the inside, like I've said many times in my videos before. And then I don't expect everyone to go through my catalog of videos. It's like over 200 videos by this point. I don't expect people to go through it all. That's why I'm making this video right now, to kind of explain things. I might even pin this to my channel and make sure it's on the front. That way people will see it. Like a PSA for newcomers, right? Public service announcement for newcomers. This channel isn't what you think it's about. So when I get an influx of new subscribers, I already know I'm gonna lose some. Like I think I've lost 2 already. I think I got like maybe 8 in a row, all out of the blue, from these various dog critic channels, which is fine, dude. Welcome. I'm not trying to chase y'all off. I'm just saying, like, this channel isn't what you think it's about. The minute I start talking about women, you're probably going to tune out. The minute I start talking about men, you're probably going to tune out. I'm going to talk about relationships. I'm going to talk about the dynamics between men and women. And especially, I'm going to talk about this demonic influence that's attempting to manipulate children and manipulate adults into worshiping false idols over their children. Alrighty? So, in essence, just to wrap it up, I want everyone who's going to stay subscribed, I want you to let go of your precepts. Let go of what you think the adversary is. Because a lot of y'all think, maybe, for instance, the dogs are the enemy, or the truthers, right? A lot of them think the Star Davids are the enemy, or the J words are the enemy, or the politicians, right? Joe Biden or Donald Trump. They think those are the adversaries, and they're not the adversaries. Those people are just taking a download, all right? Matt McKinley likes to say that they're just taking a download. They're just actors. Let's put it this way. They're actors that don't realize they're actors, but they still play out the script. And I want y'all to let go of your precepts, so you'll stop repeating these slogans and stop repeating the script. That's the goal of my channel. All right? And we can't help it as human beings, because we're locked into the English language. All right? We're all English speakers here, okay? We're locked into language. It doesn't matter what language, by the way, if you're speaking Japanese or Spanish or whatever country you're from, whatever language you speak, your language is designed to keep your mind in a cage. It's the bottleneck. It's the limiter. Matt McKinley's described it once as the limiter, let's say, on a U-Haul truck. Like, you can't take a U-Haul truck over 60 miles an hour because you literally can't push the gas pedal down far enough to get up to 60 miles per hour. It's designed that way on purpose, and that's what your thoughts are designed to do. That's what language is designed to do. It's the pre-installed bottleneck. It's supposed to be that way on purpose in order to see, like, it's like a test in a way. To me, it's like a litmus test where it's like, let's put these limiters on the human mind and see if they can see through the tricks that reality presents them. That's the goal of life, in my opinion. And secondary, maybe not secondary, to me, primary is to let go of the curse, right? To turn your blood into wine, like I've spoke before, is to forgive your parents and realize that your parents did their best, the adults around you did their best, despite being pieces of shit, right? Pathologizing you, indoctrinating you, whatever it is you need to forgive your parents for, go out and forgive them for it, because that's big theme on my channel, is to realize that your parents are pieces of shit, but to also forgive them at the same time. Because to me, that's the goal in life, is once you forgive your parents, you've relinquished the control they have over you, because your mind is not your own right now. That's why I say you need to let go of your precepts. Anyway, guys, I think that's all I got to say. Y'all take it easy.